Hello all on YouTube, showing you my brand new Husky 5-drawer toolbox, tool chest. For those of interested in purchasing this item, I got it for the unheard of low price of 99 smackaroos. And that's the cheapest 5-drawer that I've seen in a while of this quality. It's a 26 by 16 by 18.7, 19 inches, 50-pound rated ball bearing, slides on the drawers when they're fully extended. Got a 3-year warranty on it, and that there's the part number. How it came packaged. Got a plastic bag wrapped around it. Had these on the top and the bottom as the corner supports, but nothing in the ends or the center of it. So if you're ordering this by mail, you know, the carrier got too rambunctious with it, you might receive something that was less than perfect. But Home Depot's got a good warranty. I've ordered several things from their online site and had no problem exchanging stuff with them. So here's what it looks like. It's a pretty heavy toolbox for $99. I looked at a lot of Harbor Freight. You know, I went to Snap-on, went to Sears. Sears was just outrageous. I'm upgrading from this little 12-inch 3-drawer job. Now I could got a 5-drawer that looks just about like this, but with ball bearings, and this doesn't have ball bearings on it. Just the old slide type for $199. I needed a toolbox real bad. I've got this one. I had this one, and I had a small with the Sears Craftsman with a little red lift-out tray. And both of them, plus another kind of plastic gang box, was just brimming, overflowing with tools. And when I went to look for something, it was hard to find. Even though I have this chest, the chest was all screwed up. Just every drawer was filled. So when I walked into Home Depot, and they actually apparently this has been running this special for a while, and I just saw it because they've got all their Christmas discounts sitting right out in the front. And I walked by it and I saw it was $99, and it's just I started looking at it, and I came home and I looked at the reviews, and nobody was complaining about anything being cheap on it. And I thought this red one down here has lasted so long that I couldn't hardly go wrong trying it out for $99. I walked out of the store paying $107. It's nice and large. It's got dual pistons on each side. On the top part where I store all my sockets, you have to leave space for your pistons to lay down on each side, but I'm able to store my impacts in the back, metric and SAE, my 1/2 inch, using these Hansen socket organizers, which I really like, and I got these over at Northern Tool and Equipment. I'm able to store 1/2 inch short and longs. All my sockets are USA made Craftsman pretty much, and I guess now that all the Craftsman stuff is overseas in China, I'll have to start buying SK, which I have a few, and I've been real happy with it, so that's not that big a deal. Won't be buying any more Craftsman stuff for a while. My metric sockets, long and short, my 3/8 drive, these are 3/8. I've got some impact 3/8, spark plugs, some loose sockets up here. Fits real nice. I can find everything. I had a drawer now for just all of my SAE wrenches, my old Craftsman combination, gear wrenches, offset wrenches, polished wrenches, my stubbies, one drawer, and then I've got all my metric wrenches in one drawer. Got all my ratchets, able to put my 3/4 and all my 1/2 inch ratchets together. Nice SK ratchet I like a lot. All my this is where I keep all my oddball ratchet type stubby stuff, my adapters and universal joints and stuff like that. My breakover bars, speed wrenches. So all that stuff fit real nice. I keep all my 1/4 inch stuff in here in a single drawer by itself, so I always know where that's at. And then I was able to, in the 5th drawer down here, this is a nice wide one. I was able to put my impact wrench, impact air sockets, or air ratchets, my torque wrench, a little small 1/4 inch grinder, my battery stuff, tire changing, oil changing stuff. Now, able to move all this stuff around like this, I was able to organize my bottom. This top one, and I'll show you the bearing. The bearings on these, they're plastic race, and they've got 6 on bottom, 6 on top. And you can see this one I am real happy with. No flexing. I know somebody else on YouTube showed him purchasing one, and his slides weren't exactly tight. Mine, I didn't have any problem, and I've shot the races here with graphite blast spray, and they move real good. I'm really happy with them. These have pretty much the same, and I've never had a bit of problem. And I've overloaded these drawers for the last 15 years. And like these are also rated at 50 pounds, but this probably has 100 pounds of pipe wrenches and vice grips, and this is some torque lug sockets and C-clamps and you name it. And the same way with the bottom. Just lots of junk, and they slide real good, and not a problem. So I was able, by moving some of my tools back up here, to keep my a couple more drawers organized out, which worked out real well for me. So all my pliers are now in larger pipe wrenches and crescents and pliers and channel locks. They're all nice where I can open the drawer and actually see what's going on. All my screwdrivers are nice in one drawer. So just really happy with it. It's just a really sturdy, really thick, really well designed toolbox. I'm not saying this is the thickest metal in the world, but the way it's bent and formed, it really provides a lot of structural strength. I don't guess you can see. Yeah, maybe. It just looks real. It's just. I'm betting it's going to last at least 14 or 15 years for me. I don't roll this setup around very much. Every once in a while to the end of the garage to work on a car out in the driveway, doing some brakes or something. I didn't want to get rid of this. You know, I looked at Harbor Freight. I needed a 26-inch top chest to go on this because I really like this and I didn't want to get rid of it. It was hard for me to find a roll around that actually had a fold out tray, and I like this because when I get through with the wrench, ratchet, socket, I throw it up here. I can spray it down with WD and wipe it down with a rag before I place it back in here, and it just helps to keep I like to keep my wrenches and stuff pretty well clean before I store them back. You know, if I got a lot to do, I'm lazy and I throw it up there anyhow, and I try to make a mental note to come back and clean everything up. But that little tray is really come in handy. And I like the bar across here versus the the handle and stuff, because you know my pry bars and stuff like that, I can easily slide down in that. And the paint job seems to have held up pretty well. You know, I'm all the time throwing stuff up beside it, up against it, and it's held up really well. And I've, you know, rub it down, clean the grease off with harsh chemicals, WD-40, whatever I have at hand to try to keep it cleaned up. And it seems like all my tools I bought it by Christmas time. I got this for $200 16 years ago. I got this for $99. They were running some other specials the same time. You know, you could get a set of these things for $7, and it's good quality stuff. Is, you know, as long as the Husky stuff outside of the toolbox is like I've got some of their wrenches that I've purchased that were made in the USA. They've held up really well, no problem. Or made in the USA, that's what I was trying to say. Now some of this stuff is not. I'm not sure. This is a combination gear wrench type gizmo they had on sale for I think $13. I'm not sure where that stuff's China would be my guess, but it's worked for me. So here's the 5-drawer. If you're thinking about buying it, the only reservations, if they don't pack this in another box, there might I could see that a forklift or something hitting it might do it some damage. But if they protect that outer thing, and somebody else can comment down below if they've ordered one of these through the mail and it was packaged differently other than just slapping a sticker on that, you'll have I think a pretty good toolbox for $99. Okay. Any comments or questions, post them below. That's it. Adios.